Hello YouTube, we are back with another video. Grab your coffees, maybe a little bit of food, and let's do this. Oh yes, okay, let's have a quick sip before we begin. As always guys, fresh out the gym, coffee hits, absolutely spot on. Let's put that on my Spiro coffee coaster and we're gonna begin today's video. So we had a fantastic weekend doing a bit of art and drawing. I'm so glad people really enjoyed doing their Spiro edition on a little hill, either blown up or keeping it in the little 2 boxes that we had going. So we're gonna continue that as well later on down the line. But also, if you were taking note of my shorts that I put up over the weekend, I have completed now the first stage of one of my awesome pieces that I'm doing for my sensei for a 45-year anniversary gift. And here it is. Oh wow, I am so pleased, and I've had some lovely feedback already from how awesome this is looking. And what inspired me to do this was the Dragon Ball Z artwork, all right? And we're gonna take a little look at the box art that inspired me to start this piece off. Now, like I said, this is nowhere near finished. My plan for this is to have this box at the top, this box slightly below, and then their full body figures right down beneath. This is going to be on an A3 piece of paper, or card shall I say, where this one here is going to be his present self, is actually bald at the moment, in his traditional jiu-jitsu white gi with a black belt. He's 8 dan flowing through with the 8 stripes along his belt, so you can clearly see it. And then his younger self, can you see he's got a little bit of hair there, looking a little bit younger, in his traditional kabuto suit with his katana there, ready to fight his present self. I think it's gonna look absolutely banging. So yeah, I can't wait to complete that and show you guys. So again, it is a surprise for him, but I know he's not gonna be watching these videos, so it's fine. I'm happy to share this with you guys. So it's a little secret between you and I. But before I begin, let's just hold this nice and steady so you can see what I have gone for. Okay, so like I said, this is his older self here. He's got like, he's eyeing his younger self up, okay? It's got like a beady eye there. I was contemplating whether to make it like red or not, but I think I'm just going to stick with like just the black outline there. And again, he's just got the other eye just still glaring, but I wanted to make real like emphasis on his closer eye, like he's eyeing him down, which I thought worked really, really well. We've got a close-up again of his eye here, but this time it's so close you can see his beads of sweat just dripping down the eyebrow. Like, how awesome is that? Now, I'm really pleased with how I did that. Like, he's like, damn, I've got to fight against some badass swords here. Like, I'm sweating now. I'm sweating. So yeah, I did that there, and again, just kept it all within each box, which I thought was like really cool. So you got the face and the close-up of the eye. And then because it is just him going up against with his fists, all right, I thought, well, why not? We'll add his fists in there with a really cool kind of like poppy color background, which I thought worked really well. And it's almost kind of gives like a lightning effect. But I'll show you where I got all these ideas from this awesome box art that I found. So yeah, really, really nice there. I've got kind of like one fist coming up that way for like an uppercut. That one coming in there for more just like a straight punch. So yeah, really, really cool there. I'm really happy with how this has come out. And again, I've just gone around just little dotting lines just to make the whole piece stand out real nice. I am going to be cutting these out, obviously, and I'm actually going to mount these onto a black bit of card. So again, like I said, when it's all complete, I will be showing you guys. Okay, so down here, this is his younger self. There's his katana. Like, how awesome is that? Like, there, again, just slightly coming out the box. And the case there just slightly coming out the box. And he's just basically looking at his swords. And he's like, right, well, I'm just up against you. You ain't got no weapons. I've got some swords. I think I'm gonna take you down. And he's just eyeing his swords up. He's not even sweating. I quite like that. I wanted the younger guy to be kind of like, yeah, I'm not that fazed by you at all. So he's, again, just eyeing him up, basically, but not sweating, pretty chill. Even his face here is pretty chill, where this face here is like quite angry. There's a lot of anger in there. So yeah, and I don't even know why I decided to do that. My sensei isn't an angry guy, but I just wanted to give it a bit of grit with this whole piece. So yeah, really happy with how this is coming out. And I say this is finished. I probably will add some bits and bobs here and there, some shading, and just to round everything off a little bit better. I mean, I think some shading could go with the eye, because it kind of, eyes are slightly off there, and I can adjust that with shading, and that's quite easily done. So yeah, and I might put some shading around the katana there and stuff like that. But yeah, really happy with how this has come out. So comparing it to a lovely bit of box art now. Okay, so as we pop this down, we'll have a sip of coffee, guys. Hot drinks, beverages, whatever you've got. Whatever you've got. Again, it's me. I've got a nice black coffee, so let's go. Like I said, hits the spot. I have got my porridge again today as well, guys. So again, have some food, relax. It's all good over on this channel. So, bam, here we go. This was the box art that inspired me to do that for my sensei. So you can kind of see where I kind of got the orangey vibes going from here, because it is quite like an orangey box, isn't it? And yeah, it's the skin tone that I've gone for is like an orangey brown. He is quite tanned anyway, so I thought it like really worked. And I think that's kind of where I kind of got that grittiness from, was this kind of character model here. He's kind of got those kind of like angry eyebrows, ready to fight, ready to just whoop ass. And that's kind of where I got the whole idea from there. The shading as well. I just love the blacks around like the eyes, and again that indentation there with the brows. Like, I just picked that up instantly as I saw it, and I was like, bam, I'm gonna do a little bit of that. So you can just tell that I just kind of picked up elements there, and just getting it real dark around the eyes and the inner eyes there. So yeah, I just saw that and I was like, bam, I'm gonna add that to my piece, which I thought was like real cool. Just up here though, like we've got some really cool like almost slits and lines, and not quite sure what it is. It could be, you know, degraded a little bit there, just to get it a bit of edgy, I guess, get it edgy. And I really like that. So again, I think that's kind of where the slices came from with the katana there. Like, it's almost like the katana had sliced up the background. And again, with those lines, I was like, cool, I'm going to add a little bit of that. Yes, they're coloured here. In this one, they are like a blacky, whitey grey. But, you know, I want to add a pop of colour. You know me, I'm the artsy gamer. I like colour on my art. So, yeah, that's kind of where I got that inspiration from. Those, like, lines and, yeah, almost like thunder effects as well. I thought I kind of got a vibe of thunder as well, so that's kind of where I got that piece there, which I thought was like real cool. With the hair, my sensei isn't blonde, and when he was younger, you know, real dark hair, but I did like how it kind of like swooped over different elements, okay, of again his face, the background. So I kind of took that as well, and added when with his hair, just kind of like swooping over the eyes, you know, right down there, swooping over the eyes, swooping over the brow, you know, just to give it a bit of edge. I think that's my word of the video, isn't it? A bit of edge, a bit of grit. But this is kind of what this box shouts, basically. So yeah, again, I love these splats as well. of white. Looks like splats of white paint. I might add a little bit of that as well, guys. I might add a few like spats of paint. I think that will work really well. You know, it could even be blood. It could even be red, couldn't it? Red splats of blood. Oh, maybe. Like I said, I'm going to keep you updated with how this piece comes. So yeah, and I think this is going to be kind of like my first piece where I'll give you some updates, and we're not kind of drawing it together, because up until now we've been drawing stuff together. But this is a personal piece to me, and I'll just give you some regular updates of how this is coming and what gaming art has inspired me to do different elements of this piece. So yeah, can't wait to just keep you posted on that one. And again, I guess that's another series to add to our channel. Oh my god, guys, we've got a let's play, we've got a let's draw, and then maybe a let's continue. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, really cool. Now, obviously, I am not going to add the logo to my piece, but I am going to be adding the Jiu-Jitsu Association logo. And I love this real kind of like red circle around the back here for the Dragon Ball Z logo. So I might add that kind of vibe behind the logo, which I think will work really well. Actually, I think that will look really cool. But yeah, just this box art just really gripped me, and yeah, I'm really well, as always, guys, I'm really privileged to have a physical copy in my collection, and for reasons like this, things like this inspire me to get arty and get creative. So yeah, really cool. But guys, it's the Artsy Gamer. We're gonna take a full look, but I do have to say, guys, it's not a true Artsy Gamer feel, because when I opened up this, I was obviously playing on this on my PS4. The disc's in my PS4, guys. And it's not currently all plugged in at the moment, and I wasn't going to go for the faff of plugging it all in and blah, blah, blah. But at one stage we will, don't worry. Maybe when I've completed the piece, we'll do a full and complete unboxed experience of this. But we're going to take a look at the back. But unfortunately, this was an era where there wasn't any manuals, but there is actually quite a cool little bit of advertisement in here, so we'll take a look at that. But yeah, there we go, something to look forward to. We'll do a complete unboxed experience once I've completed my piece as well. But without further ado, we are gonna spin this round to the back, and bam! Okay, now, like I said, PS4 physical copies, very pleased to have them, but you know, most don't really go all out in terms of giving the gamer a really good, amazing physical experience these days. But I do have to say, Dragon Ball really do capture the eye in terms of, you know, putting things where they should be, colours where they should be, slashes and gashes where they should be, to just really draw the gamer in. And I tell you what, they've done it on the front, they've done it on the back on this game as well. Like, bam! Just look at these purples, these blues, these yellows, slight bits of orange, light blues. Like, wow, you've just picked up this box. You've just had a look at that. Very orangey, very yellow, you're like, cool. Then, whoa, just a complete gear change, really bluey, purpley, pinks as well, and you're like, okay, and then it kind of again draws you in further. She's like, what is this all about? We've got some amazing character models at the back here, like, you know, all the ones that you can play and just really whoop ass with, which I think is really cool here. Again, we've got some lovely screenshots of the game itself there. Lovely art style. I absolutely love the art style of Dragon Ball. I think it is just so cool. In terms of gameplay and all of that, I do have to say, guys, this was my first Dragon Ball. I don't know if this is the best Dragon Ball, if this is the best Dragon Ball to get into. I have no idea. Retro Rebounds will be able to give you that advice. So again, I'll leave his channel linked down below, because he is an awesome YouTuber. Definitely check him out. He does a lot of Dragon Ball Z content because he just loves the vibe. I really do too. And it was him that kind of made me go, okay, I'll experiment with this. I'm not a massive fighter gamer, if that makes sense, which is weird because I do a lot of jiu-jitsu, you know me. But I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. And wow, wow, wow. I had a blast with this game. Just with all these characters that you can play and fight against. And just, you know, the beautiful, beautiful art and design aesthetics of this game is just so lovely. So I had a real blast playing this game. I really, really did. I can't really comment too much on the story because, again, this was my first one. I just dived in. This one captured the eye. It captured the eye when I went and bought it. So I was like, yeah, I'll take this one. I'll have a go. I had a fantastic time. But story-wise, because I think I just jumped in randomly, I couldn't quite pick up too much what was going on. But nevertheless, gameplay was sick. If you're into fighting games, this one was pretty cool. So yeah, but like I said, Dragon Ball knew how to capture the game. They captured me. So yeah, really cool. And yeah, true power knows no limits. So there you go. You just know you're gonna have a badass time with that. Simple. They don't need to say no more. Literally. So, you know, if you got true power, bam, you're gonna be whooping ass. So, you know, that's it. They're so confident with their game, they say no more. So yeah, really cool, lovely bit of box art there. Like I said, unfortunately, boom, we got the Artsy Gamer Pop because it is a physical copy, but disc is in my PS4 because I had such a great game with it. I was playing on it for a long time since then I, you know, moved a few things around and I haven't currently plugged my PS4 back in, but it's on the cards, guys. It's on the cards. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit disappointed they didn't do any reversible art. Wouldn't have that been cool, guys, if they had some really cool reversible art? Wow. But unfortunately, no reversible art there. But, you know, it is what it is. But we did have an advertisement. So yeah, cool. So we had a Bandai Namco bit of advertisement. And yeah, I really appreciated some of the lovely character models that were just on display here, which I thought was really, really cool. And yes, they're only small, but I do say to anyone that's in art and design and graphics and all of that, don't just throw your advertisements away. Take a closer look because there might be some really cool little quirks that you can pick up on to help with your art. And again, thinking, well, I don't really want to keep that, I don't know where to put it. Just keep it in the box. Just keep it in the box. It's nice and safe. It's not going to, you know, cause any further pile up of magazines and papers and all that. It's already in the box. Keep it in there. And then you never know, it might inspire you for future art, which I think is really cool. And again, look, you got some like really cool character models down here and some lovely, oh wow, yeah. Some really cool head models just there as well, again, which can really inspire you. So yeah, definitely keep all your advertisements because yeah, and again, it's something to put in that empty space, isn't it? God, guys, that empty space, bam. But you know what? Put a bit of advertisement in there and you're good to go. You're good to go. So yeah, awesome. And again, we'll pop that there. So come on, guys, let's have a sip of coffee. We haven't had too much yet, so let's have a sip. Let's have a sip. Okay, baby. There we go. So, bam. What a beautiful, beautiful box art this is. Oh, wow. You know what? I do have to say, I think it just, for me, in my collection that I've got at the moment, definitely in top 5. Definitely top 5 box art for me. That is just insane. I really do love that. But again, everyone has different opinions. I really like this art style, so again, I'm probably a bit biased, but really nice. So there we go, guys. I just thought, as this was my topic of the weekend then, obviously we did a Let's Draw on Saturday, I just thought I would show you the box here that inspired me to do this lovely piece of art here, and this is nowhere near complete, guys. So like I said, lots of updates on this, and I guess, yeah, just lots of updates of different physical games that inspired me to keep going with it. So yeah, absolutely spot on. Right then, guys, well, just a little short video there, nothing too long, so I'm gonna let you go for the rest of the day. Again, just a really quick reminder, if you love this video and you're into retrospectives, art and design, PS2 games, complete and box experiences, you are in the right place. Definitely give my channel a like and subscribe. I'm hoping to continue to build this awesome gaming community that is already thriving and commenting as well. So yeah, keep it all coming, guys. I'm absolutely having an absolute blast at the moment. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, it's still not too late to enter my competition to win a Crash Bandicoot. All you have to do, again, is obviously subscribe to this channel, like and comment on my video where it says giveaway. All you have to do is put in the comments, what is your favourite game of all time? And that will guarantee you an entry to win my Crash Bandicoot, which will be revealed on Wednesday this week. So definitely stay tuned for that, guys. How cool. So, yeah, I wonder who it's going to be. Anyway, that is me. That is the Artsy Gamer. Over and out.